Listen to it. I found out how to add my voice to it.
Really?
Click on it. I'm gonna watch these.
Wow, I just heard you say.
What'd you hear me say?
Click on it. About 5 seconds delay. And you said it's a J.
Yeah.
About 5 seconds delay. And you said it's a J.
Yeah.
About 5 seconds delay. And you said it's a J.
How do I look and see my 2 subscribers?
She's in a bikini.
Ugh.
It's a family vacation. Alright, so what time's the date? 6:30.
What are you watching?
A little video my cousin and I made freshman year.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I'll look on a date afterwards. I gave you your number. Alright, so I guess this is Oklahoma. I'll teach you 3 knots. Okay, let's tie video. We learn how to tie knots. And maybe a magic trick too. Alright, so Oklahoma. Twister. Yours is on the left. Mine's on the right. You screwed up already. Okay. Come on. Hurry.
Let's get it.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. And going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield to throw it this time. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That one 28 yards on the ground in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This is Hines. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Silver. Show it. Real. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Spawn.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Check 50.
A first down throw, Darnold. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And he'll take the...
What's up?
Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown.
We're trying. I tried to do the blitz, and then Tyreek Hill is fast.
Extra point splits the uprights.
8-4. I've also played very intoxicated the past 3 games. I apologize. Okay, I'm sober now, but this is also looking at it's like 12-0 or 11-1. He's not. He's number one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll
Howdy,
get it
partner.
past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
You like?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory,
Oh, come on, shoot
why
that.
would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Cohen.
Oh, I shouldn't have
And
juked.
he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
180. 25 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. One touch.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Oh my goodness.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right?
He's
In
getting
this case,
pressure on me.
Definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down.
Oh my goodness.
The 20.
How did that happen?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Naeem Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The extra point up and good.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. All right, it's okay, ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
It's so dumb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pick.
We'll try a wild fade here.
When you run a screen pass,
Hopefully he does a little run commit.
You gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I almost just threw a dial at Danny
He's got to be
Isabella.
happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down.
Oh, I
It's
juked.
Cohen. And they went
Dumb.
the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone.
How is that
Oh,
intercepted?
Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Oh, run for the mic. Watch one.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Hines.
Can y'all hear me?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to
Matt
go
got
anywhere.
muted. Or Matt muted himself, I guess.
Gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Third and long, it's Darnold. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is taken at the 23. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check your hot read. Check.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. No problem there on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Draw play. Cohen. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point safely through, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Strong left. Man, I got you.
This time they stay on the ground. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Cohen. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's cracking. He's checking crack. Shift.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Oh, here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
They run with Hines. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First down, a run with Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's got Rome. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 28 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Come off the ball. Real.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Run the mic. Watch one. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get ladies. You go tight. You go tight.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Hines. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nyheim Hines, 57 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mayfield throws right side, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. They begin the drive with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We're going to sign. Mike 1. It's going to be a long day. Let's go, son.
To throw is Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Cohen. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, is Ian still on?